Well, if you can't tell by this awesome art print, this giant box, and my trusty unboxing knife, we're opening some new statues today. This is Moonstone from House of Gog. Let's get into it. So this Moonstone statue is made by House of Gog. They're based out of Quebec. They only have a couple statues out so far, but there are more coming. Honestly, this is the first company in a while that I felt was doing something really unique. Pascal Blanchet's art really translates to a very kind of cool stylized statue. So quick timeout to talk about a couple things before we put the statue together. I typically have no love for art boxes or random paperwork that comes with the statue. I've owned a lot of art boxes for statues and props and busts. This is next level. The whole thing is soft touch. It feels like a giant iPhone box, like how you have different layers and it all fits together like a glove. Like I wish I had somewhere just to display the box, which I never do. The art print, the paperwork, even the flippin' instructions are rock solid. If the statue's anywhere near as good as all of this stuff, it's gonna be a home run. Let's check it out. Holy crap. You know how sometimes when you're unboxing a statue and you can tell right away that you're gonna dig it? I think we might be in that territory. Head number 2. What else do we have here? Sick. That's the backpack. So the coffin actually has 2 layers to it, which I didn't realize, so I had to cut it. This layer comes off. And then, voila. All right. Oh my God, this base looks awesome. This base is sick. You know, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about the, the really like limited color palette, you know, Pascal Blanchet illustration looking paint job. It's pretty awesome in person. Like this type of thing, like you see photos of it, you're not sure if it's gonna deliver. It does. I really like it so far. Some of the parts are flexible, which I'm assuming is to help prevent any breakage. I appreciate that. What else do we have? This is the stand for the moon, like the moon base. And then this, I think, this is the stand for the swap out head. Wow, that paint job looks dope. It looks awesome in person. I didn't think it was gonna look this good, if I'm being honest. I feel like a kid on Christmas. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. Let's lay all this stuff out and make sure we have everything, and then we'll put it together. Okay, so everything is laid out. We've got our instructions here, which have plenty of detail. I think we'll be good. So let's see if we can't put this bad boy together. So step 1. So the right foot has a peg, and then there's a magnet on the left foot. There we go. Wow, that sits snug. Holy crap. I wish my sideshow statues would fit that tight. Holy crap, it's awesome. Now, I think this is the back. Perfect. Wow, the magnets are the right strength. So, like, if you guys collect statues, you know that half the time you're dealing with magnets which are like either poorly aligned and glued in or just not strong enough. These magnets are the right strength. That's great. I'm going to display this with the tech visor head, not with the bone crazy skeleton thing. I forget what they call that head. I'm going to keep that one on the stand. So the neck is like an oval, which drops in there. You're supposed to be careful not to press down on the the back part of the headdress, the ears, which makes sense because I can see those snapping right off. Everything that's important on the statue is resin. You know, I don't like things that have too much vinyl on them, but they were smart enough to make sure the really thin stuff that would be very breakable is flexible, and that's cool. But the statue still has plenty of weight. Base is solid resin, body is resin, core of the head is resin. Okay, so what are we missing here? this harpoon thing. And this. Aha! So, little revelation here I didn't realize. These are attachments, these two pieces are attachments for the rifle. So this goes on something like so. And it inserts in, oh, there's a magnet down here that just clips right in. That is great. And then this is an attachment for the back. Boom, another magnet. So you get this big kind of large weapon that is crazy looking. That is awesome. I love it. I mean, look at how big that is. I'm going to move this just so you have a clear view. Hold on. Check that out. Look at how giant that rifle is. And what's awesome is if you're displaying it in a space that's a little tighter and you don't have room for the front and back, they were smart enough, let me make sure I get this right, to include some spots on the display stand where these things drop in. And then this extension piece here also drops in. Check that out. So now those spare parts that you use to extend the rifle with for the harpoon gun look drop right into your spare base. Super, super smart. I gotta say, like, I love Pascal Blanchet's artwork. I think his illustration work is nuts. Translated to statues, it's equally as cool. But the care that went into the statue and kind of thinking everything through feels awesome. All right, well, let's pull these pieces back off. Let's set this head over there. Put these back on for now. This statue looks really great in person. Like I said, I wasn't sure how the high contrast kind of saturated paint job was going to work. It is rock solid. The base has so much detail. This thing freaking has it. This feels like new school art statue with a badass artist. Let's put the actual moon together. If you're familiar with the illustration this is based on, the moon is like a critical component. So the moon has a stand, and then it's actually, you know, a giant, this is a resin plate. I was worried this was going to be some cheap plastic thing to like conserve weight, so this is kind of impressive. So this little acrylic rod drops into the base, and then it drops in, and the result is pretty sick. Again, I apologize for my loud, crunchy turntable. This thing is dope. So freaking dope. So freaking dope. I love it. We're going to have another one of these unboxings for the sister statue. Or is it brother? The other statue in this line I'm also getting and will also be doing an unboxing of. That's Jack the Giant Hunter. Hopefully it lives up to this one because this is a great looking piece. And I like this so much, I have a feeling I'm going to end up with a few of these. And I was trying to get out of scaled statues, but these are sucking me back in. I should probably take a second and put the other head on, huh? So you can see the swap out. So there it is. That's the alternate head with the antlers on there. It's pretty, they're both pretty sick in their own way. So one more thought before we finish up. This moon display base thing is really rad. I appreciate them including it. I will definitely use it on display. However, it's because this is resin, which again, I appreciate that. I'm glad it's not something chintzy. I have a toddler, and he's not really allowed in my collection room, but still, this little weeble wobbling makes me super nervous. So if you're going to display this piece with the moon, I mean, it's moonstone, it's kind of part of the character, be really careful that you have this in a secure spot where it's not going to be able to just tip over or go crazy. You'd have to actually bump into it to knock it over. I mean, it's solid enough by itself, but still, just a word of caution on that front. And to be honest, outside of that, I think everything else about the statue is incredible. There it is, Moonstone from House of Gog, based on the work of artist Pascal Blanchet. I think this thing is a total score. It's different and it feels new and fresh, and with the art print and everything that came with it and the display background, this feels like a true art statue, not something that's just a mass-produced, you know, collectible, whatever. This feels different. It's sick. I can't wait for my other House of GOG statue to show up. I hope it lives up to the same level this has achieved. This has such an incredible presence with all the detail, and like immediately I feel more drawn to this than a lot of other statues. If you want, stay tuned. I'll probably release the other unboxing video in maybe a week or two with Jack the Giant Hunter. I just have to wait for him to get here and get him cracked open. So there it is, guys. Check back soon. Talk to you later.